Welcome back to Whelen Software Walkthroughs and How-Tos. Today we will be talking about CenCom Carbide, the default view, and how the My Hardware page affects the default view. I am currently on the My Hardware page, and I have made no changes to the settings, so I will click Continue. We can now see the control head and the additional inputs. By default, we can see that the standby button is selected. This is the default view. To the right of the additional inputs, we see the state or presses of the standby button. By default, when a button is selected, the on press or state will be selected and highlighted red. If we wanted to program the off state of standby, we would select off, and the off state in the standby button would be highlighted blue. This mimics the control head backlighting. When a button is on, the backlighting is red, and when a button is off, the backlighting is blue. If a button has one or more presses like the TA flash button, each press or state would be displayed. Underneath the control head is the navigation bar. On the left hand side there are double arrows. When clicked, they will collapse the hardware, hiding the control head, the additional inputs, and the button presses. With the hardware collapsed, we still have the ability to see and change the selected input or button, and we still have the ability to change the button press or state. The navigation bar will also let us switch between pages, giving us access to different settings. I will cover each page in complete detail in future videos. Now let's look at how the settings on the My Hardware page affect the default view. Let's go ahead and click on New, and we'll select Include Basic Light Bar Functions. In the Accessories drop-down list, select Expansion Module 16 Outputs plus Rear Inner Edge, and select the light count, light type, and mounting location of our rear inner edge. We'll select WeCan External Siren Amplifier, and we'll select that we have purchased a carbide system with a CAN port, and click Continue. Once again, by default, the standby button and the properties page are selected. To the right hand side of the properties page, we'll see the tone section where we can select the tone for the integrated siren, and we can select the tone for the WeCan External Siren Amplifier. If we did not select the external siren amplifier, the external siren tone selection would not be displayed on the properties page. To see what checking the Include Basic Light Bar Functions does, select the light bar page, then select Slide Switch 1. Here we can see Signal Alert 75 has been applied to the rear of the light bar. We select Slide Switch 2. We see that Signal Alert 75 has been applied to the front and rear of the light bar. And if we select Slide Switch 3, we see a Signal Alert 75 has been applied to the front and rear of the light bar. And we see that Double Flash 75 has been applied to the standard takedown and alley light positions. If you've configured a light bar in our WeCAD software and you export it as a BXR file, as long as it is a Legacy, Liberty 2, or Freedom 4 light bar, you can import that light bar and apply the default settings to it. To see the accessories we selected, select the Accessories page. On the left you'll see the 16 output expansion module, and on the right you'll see the rear RTX inner edge. Now, depending on the accessories we choose, this view can change. So if we chose the front inner edge and a 16 output expansion module, the front inner edge would be on the left, and the 16 output expansion module will be on the right. By selecting that we have the CAN port option, the CAN port page has been added to the global settings on the navigation bar. Any page to the left of this center divider is local to the button or input, and any page that is added to the right is global to our configuration. We can see that the CAN port inputs have been added underneath the additional inputs. I will explain in detail how to configure the CAN port settings in a future episode. Please stay tuned for our next episode. Thanks for watching.